Hey everyone, I'm Erica, and welcome to Easy English. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you today. Before we start our amazing conversation, please remember to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Your support means the world to me. Now, let me ask you a personal question. Has this ever happened to you? You understand English, you read English texts, you watch movies without subtitles, but when it's time to speak, your tongue feels stuck? Does this situation sound familiar? Write yes or no in the comments. I'm really curious to know. Today we have a super important topic: how to train your mouth and your mind for English. And you know what? This is one of the most common questions people ask me. They say, Erica, I understand English, I can read it, I can listen to it, but I can't speak. This is truly a very common problem. Many people understand English perfectly. They know tons of words, they understand movies, songs, but when it's time to speak, it seems incredibly difficult. Why does this happen? I think it's because they don't train their mouth. It's like knowing how to drive a car from a book, but never actually sitting behind the wheel. Your brain knows, but your body doesn't have the practice. Yes, it's like your brain knows the answer, but your mouth doesn't want to say it. It's stuck, maybe shy, or just slow. Our mouths are used to speaking our native language, so English needs special practice. That's a wonderful point. Our mouths are muscles, in a way. Not like arm muscles, but they need training too. Think about it. If you want strong arms, you go to the gym and lift weights, right? You don't just think about lifting weights, you do it. And you don't go to the gym once and get big muscles, right? It takes time and regular practice. Exactly the same is true for your mouth muscles. When you speak English, you need to train them to make the sounds, to make the words flow naturally. When you start, it might feel strange, a little stiff. But with practice, it becomes easy. Khatala sounds. So if someone knows many words but can't speak, it's not because they're not smart. It's because their mouth simply hasn't had enough practice. It's almost a physical thing. Yes, it's not about intelligence. It's about muscle memory. Your mouth needs to remember how to form English sounds. It's about making the sounds natural for your mouth. Now here's another question for you. Are you ready to spend just 5 minutes a day to dramatically change your English? Think about this while I tell you about the first techniques. So how do we start this mouth training? I have some amazing techniques, and one of my favorites is called shadowing. Have you ever heard of this technique? It's like being a shadow of the speaker. Here's how it works. You listen to someone speaking English, like in a podcast or video, and then you repeat exactly what they say, almost at the same time or right after them. Yes, exactly. You listen and repeat, almost like an echo. You try to copy their pronunciation, their intonation, their rhythm. It's like you're an actor trying to sound exactly like the person speaking. You don't just say the words, you try to feel them too. This actually sounds like a lot of fun. Imagine, you turn on a video, and if someone says, "Hello, how are you today?" you say, "Hello, how are you today?" right after them, trying to sound the same. And the important part is to not stop, even if you don't understand every word. Just keep repeating the sounds. The goal is to get your mouth used to making those English sounds and patterns. This is a brilliant idea, and it helps with both listening and speaking at the same time. You're listening very carefully to repeat, and you're speaking out loud. You can start with very simple things, like short sentences. You can find many videos online for beginners. The key is to imitate. Now here's a personal question. How many minutes per day are you willing to dedicate to this technique? 5 minutes? 10? Maybe even 2 minutes? Write in the comments. Any amount of time is better than 0. After shadowing, what else can we do? I think repeating simple phrases daily is incredibly helpful. Repeating simple phrases daily is a real game changer. It's like warm-up exercises for your mouth. When you wake up or during a break, just say some simple English phrases. Believe. Sometimes people think they need to say very complex things to practice, but that's not true. Simple phrases help a lot to unlock your mouth. For example, phrases like, I'm ready, or I can do it, or let's go, even good morning, or thank you. And you can say them with feeling. If you're happy, say I'm ready with a big smile. If you're a little tired, say I'm ready in a lower voice. This helps your mouth and also connects words with emotions. That's a great tip. It makes everything more natural. And the more you repeat these simple phrases, the more comfortable your mouth becomes with them. They become automatic, like when you learn a new song. At first you read the lyrics, but after many times you just sing it without thinking. Exactly. These phrases become part of your English habit. And once simple phrases are easy, you can try longer ones, little by little. This next tip might sound a little funny, but it's very important. Speak out loud even when you're alone. This is my favorite one. People might look at you strangely if you do this in the supermarket, but at home it's perfect. Don't be shy. Your home is your safe English zone. You can talk to yourself in English. It might feel silly at first, but it's very powerful. You can talk about your day, what you're doing, what you want to do. For example, I am making coffee now. It smells good. I need a cup. Or, I need to clean the house today. First I will clean the kitchen, then the bedroom. Or even just describe things you see. This is a book. It is read. It is on the table. And the great thing is, you don't need a partner. You are your own best English partner. And nobody is there to correct you, so you can speak freely. Moudehero olef olo ur mesalo bitati balef olo mesalef. The goal here is just to make noise in English, to get your mouth used to producing sounds. Even if you make mistakes, it's okay. This is your practice time. Exactly. The more you speak out loud, the more natural it feels. And your brain starts to connect words with actions or objects. It's very effective. Now here's a question for you. What would you tell yourself in English right now? What are you doing at this moment? Try saying it out loud in English right now. So we're training our mouths. Now let's talk about our minds. How can we start thinking in English? Sounds hard, right? It can sound hard. But it's a process, step by step, little by little. You don't need to think about complex ideas at first. You don't need to immediately ponder the meaning of life in English. No, start with simple words. When you see a glass of water, think, water. When you feel hungry, think, I'm hungry. When you feel cold, think, it's cold. I see. So instead of thinking the word in my native language and then translating it to English, I just try to think directly in English. Yes, and it's okay if you don't know all the words. Just use the words you know. And little by little you can try to think in simple phrases, like, I need to go to the store, or the weather is nice today. This seems very helpful because sometimes when we speak, we're translating in our heads, and that makes us slow. Exactly. When you start thinking in English, it changes your fluency. Your brain starts working directly in English without the extra step of translation. It's like a superhighway for your thoughts. That's a great image, a superhighway. Start small with single words, then simple phrases, and never pressure yourself to be perfect. Just try. Every little bit helps, and you'll feel your brain changing, becoming more English. Here's a challenge for you. For the next 10 minutes, try thinking about everything you see in simple English words. Ready to try? So we're training our mouths, training our minds, What else can we do to make English a natural part of our lives? Oh, this is fun! You need to make English part of your daily life. It's not just a subject you study, it's a language you live. Instead of just studying for an hour, how can we bring English into our normal day? There are many ways. You can use apps for learning English, just for a few minutes while you're on the bus. Watch short videos in English, maybe a simple cartoon or news for beginners, even with English subtitles. It helps. Absolutely. And audio. Listen to English music or simple English stories. And of course, podcasts like ours. Listen to us while you're cooking, walking, or cleaning. Yes, listen to us. The more you involve English in your day, the faster your progress will be. It's about immersion. Even if you're not in an English-speaking country, you can create your own English environment at home. Change your phone language to English. Read short news articles in English. Look at English memes. Memes are a fun way. It doesn't feel like studying, but you're learning words and expressions. Exactly. The more English surrounds you, the more natural it becomes. Your brain gets used to hearing, seeing, and thinking in English without extra effort. It speeds up everything. Now here's a question. Which of these ways sounds most interesting to you? Music? Memes? Changing your phone language? Tell me in the comments. This next point is so important for all types of learning, but especially for English. It's about consistency. Oh yes, stay consistent. This is key. Many people think they need to study for 2 hours every day, but that's not always possible. And then they get tired and stop. Hilla. But what if we do just a little bit every day? That's the secret. 5 minutes a day is powerful. Seriously, training every day, even for a short time, is much better than studying a lot only once a week. Yes, it's like the gym example again. Going to the gym for 5 minutes every day will make you stronger than going for 5 hours once a month. Exactly. Small, regular efforts build habits, and habits build skills. Your mouth remembers the sounds, your brain keeps thinking in English. It's a continuous process. And it feels less like a big task, right? Oh, I only need 5 minutes of English today. And sometimes those 5 minutes turn into 10 or 15 because you start enjoying it. That happens all the time. The point is to not break the chain. Every day, a little bit of English. It builds momentum, builds confidence, and tells your brain, English is important. We do this every day. Here's a personal challenge for you. Can you promise yourself just 1 minute of English every day for the next week? Just 1 minute. Write "I promise" in the comments if you're ready. This is a beautiful point and very important for our confidence. It's about celebrating your voice. Oh, I love this topic. Your voice in English is important. It's your voice. Many people wait to start speaking until they think they're perfect. They think, my English is not good, my accent is bad, I'll wait. No, don't wait to be perfect to start. You start to become better. Your voice with your unique accent and way of speaking is part of who you are. Be proud of your voice. When you speak English, you're communicating, and that's what matters most. Don't worry about being perfect. Worry about being understood. And being understood is easy, even with a little accent. Embrace your accent. It shows where you're from, and it's unique. The goal is clear communication, not to sound like a native speaker from a specific country. And when you celebrate your voice, you feel more confident. You feel good about speaking, and when you feel good, you speak more. It's a wonderful cycle. Yes. So next time you speak English, whether it's to yourself or to a friend, just smile and say, "This is my voice. I am speaking English." Now here's a question that could change everything. Are you ready to love your voice in English? Are you ready to stop criticizing yourself and start supporting yourself? Think about it. This last point connects everything we talked about today, and it's very powerful. Your brain will follow your mouth. That's a deep thought. Many times we think we need to know everything perfectly in our heads before we can speak. But it's the opposite. You mean when you speak, your brain actually learns faster? Yes, exactly. When you use your mouth to form words, to make sounds, to create sentences, your brain is working in a very active way. It's not just receiving information, it's producing it. I see. So the act of speaking itself is a powerful learning tool. It's not just showing what you know, it's helping you know more. Precisely. Fluency is born in practice. It's not born just in reading a book or listening to a podcast. Those are important, yes, but the speaking part makes it real for your brain. So by forcing your mouth to speak, even if it feels difficult at first, your brain quickly catches up and starts making connections. It's like your brain is saying, "Oh, we're doing this. I need to give you the words, the grammar, the correct pronunciation quickly." It creates a strong link between sound, meaning, and action. That's very inspiring. So don't wait for your brain to be perfect. Start speaking, and your brain will get there faster. Yes, exactly. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes, and the more your brain adapts to thinking and communicating directly in English. It's a beautiful process. And here's your final personal question for today. When will you start? Today. Now. After this video. Your English journey begins with the first word you say out loud. What will that word be? That's it, everyone. This has been an incredible episode, and I hope each of you learned a lot about training your mouth and mind for English. Let's quickly recap the main points of our conversation today, because I want you to remember everything important. First, remember the shadowing technique. Follow native speakers, repeat their sounds, intonation, rhythm. It's like being an actress copying every nuance. Second, repeat simple phrases daily. I'm ready. I can do it. Let's go. These little phrases will become your English habits. Third, speak out loud even when you're alone. Your home is your safe English zone. Talk about your day. Describe what you see. Fourth, start thinking in English with simple words. Water, hungry, cold, then move to simple phrases. Fifth, make English part of your life. Change your phone language. Listen to English music. Watch memes. Listen to podcasts. Then tethers to time. Sixth, consistency is everything. Better 5 minutes every day than 5 hours once a week. And tethers belay. Seventh, celebrate your voice. Your accent is unique and beautiful. The goal is communication, not perfection. And finally, remember, your brain will follow your mouth. Start speaking, and your brain will catch up. It's all about practice and consistency. You can do this. I believe in each of you. Now I want to give you a personal challenge. I call it the 7-Day Easy English Challenge. Here's what you'll do. Day 1. Try shadowing with any short video, 5 minutes. Day 2. Repeat 5 simple phrases in the morning and evening. Day 3. Talk to yourself in English for 10 minutes, describing your day. Day 4. Try thinking in simple English words for 1 hour. Day 5. Listen to English music and try singing along. Day 6. Change your phone language to English for 1 day. Day 7. Record yourself telling about your week in English. Who's ready to take this challenge? Write, "I accept the challenge" in the comments and tell me which day will be the hardest for you. Also, please remember to subscribe to Easy English if you haven't already, and share this episode with friends who are learning English. It can really help them. And definitely leave a comment below. Tell me, What's one simple English phrase you'll start repeating daily? I'm really curious to know. Your comments inspire me to create even more helpful content for you. Every feedback from you is important to me. Remember, friends, your English journey is unique. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to yesterday's you. Every step forward counts. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you next time on Easy English. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and keep celebrating every small victory. Bye-bye, everyone. Your English adventure starts now.